I talked about the importance of the country, like Thailand, urgently taking action on the national Bitcoin strategic reserve, because the US is taking the action. They have about 1% of all the Bitcoin in circulation right now, and they're going to buy more Bitcoin in the next 5 years until they reach about roughly 5% or 1 million Bitcoin in the next 5 years. China has 190,000 Bitcoins. The US has 210,000 Bitcoins, almost on par. Right? The UK has roughly about 60,000 Bitcoins. Bhutan, has 10,000 Bitcoins already. UAE, they invested $40 billion in Bitcoin overall in UAE already. So every other countries started to explore these initiatives and taking action. Every other countries is adopting this Bitcoin strategic reserve. National Bitcoin strategic reserve, publicly listed Bitcoin strategic reserve, personal strategic Bitcoin reserve. So there's this arms race, and it's the biggest, inaction that causes the biggest opportunity cost. So I talked about that as the first thing in the book. And the second thing that I talked is about creating a financial platform of the future.
Somehow the public sector, not just in Thailand, other world, other countries is quite conservative when they have the new initiative.
Right.
How can you push forward, as in when you talk to the government officers, no matter prime minister or the high-end official officers there, what's the chance to unlock this strategic initiative to get Bitcoin as a strategic reserve? Because we haven't seen any practical policy yet.
Thailand is very conservative. We always have to wait and see what Singapore is doing. We need to copy Singapore. If Singapore doesn't take action, we will not take action. We are very conservative. And coming from a private sector, all we can do is education. Right? We have to provide as much information as possible. Come out and voice out. As one of the Thai citizens, we have a collective responsibility, I think, to educate the market, to voice out the vision of the future. But it's not really up to us and I don't think we know how to navigate the red tapes, right? I think that's the difficult part. How do we navigate this red tape to convert the inaction towards action, actionable tickets, acquire this Bitcoin strategy reserve ASAP. I don't think we're in that position to navigate the red tapes ourselves.
Do you think it's too late to implement the strategic reserve for Bitcoin for Thailand?
It's not too late because only the major countries are taking action, like the China, US, UK, UAE region, Ukraine, Russia, but not the rest. There are 197 countries. Yeah. So I'd say the top 10 countries are taking action. And the other, I don't know, maybe this year, 20 more countries considering into passing the bill into their parliaments. Yeah. It's not too late. We're still in the early phase, but the cost of inaction is going to be so expensive. The longer it takes us to decide, the more expensive it will cost the country.
Today is about the economy in Thailand. Of course, we just talked about the economic performance about Thailand, which might be at the bottom of the chart in ASEAN.
Very low. Yeah.
Very low. So, of course, this year we talk about artificial intelligence. We talk about intelligent age. We talk about the collaboration for the digital age in the future. What do you make of Thailand's economic growth in 2025? What's the target there? What should the government do?
I think the lowest hanging fruit is to join this DEFA, Digital Economy Framework Agreement, which is happening this year, 2025. Thailand was the host last year, right, of DEFA. We need to really, last year we agreed on 50% of the DEFA agreement. We need to really complete this. We need to push it to 100%. so that the 10 countries in ASEAN is coming together as one, ASEAN strong, right? Because ASEAN region is entering its golden era, post 24. Everyone is looking at us now as a land of opportunity, as an area of region of opportunity. There will be an unprecedented amount of capital inflow, right? Capital surges into this region. So we need to really form a regionalization effort to grasp this opportunity. So I think this is the lowest hanging fruit. And there's an estimation even if we agree up to 60% of the DEFA agreement, it's enough to attract at least $2 trillion into the region. And Indonesia is expected to grow 1.5 times instantly, right? And LDC, countries like Laos, Myanmar, Cambodia, they are expected to grow 3 to 5 times, 300 to 500% with these regional alliances forming as a legally binding agreement, DEFA. I think that's the lowest hanging fruit that Thailand needs to push on to complete this DEFA agreement, to create this one ASEAN strong.